My content is for 13 and up, or adult collectors of the product. Okay, this is for 13 and up, for an older audience that goes to tournaments and events and competitive. Please, again, older audience, 13 and up. You gotta mention it always at the start because it's annoying to do this. So, Devil/Dynamite versus Wind. The biggest debates. And this is specifically on BDR, because before it's a lot more clear. Like before, it's definitely Wind if it's on BR dash. In the current burst standard meta, what makes more sense to use? Okay, what covers the most ground, or are both valid? Now the answer is both are valid. Okay, so if you're just wondering if you can get away with using Devil/, yeah, both are valid. Now what covers the most ground is what I usually tend to prefer, but it's just trying to see. Both of these are mirror, BDR, illegal, whatever. We have L gear after, but I am using, you know, Devil. I like it. It looks cool on this. Dynamite, again, Devil. They're like literally like the exact same performance. So again, that's not going to be such big of a difference. But in terms of stuff like KO resistance, for an example, I would generally prefer Wind. I feel Wind is wider enough to where it's a little bit more defensive and can kind of hit tank more attacks. So if I was using Wind against an attack type, I'd be a lot more confident than Dyna+F. That does not mean the Dyna+F is terrible against attack. It just means I feel Wind is more consistently able to hold itself together in the stadium and manage to hold off stuff like Guilty, or if there's right spin attack, right spin attack. But it doesn't mean Dyna+F. Doesn't mean Dyna+F is bad. I have to keep on saying it. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I prefer this over that. But there might be occasions where this might win. So we're gonna go over some matches just to see. Now on something like BR dash, it's a little bit easier to say Wind because since BR dash bearing in general, the base bearing destabilizes. Yes, because Wind is wider, is able to hold itself a little bit more. It's gonna obviously edge itself over like Dynamite/Devil, right? So that in that case, you know, Wind would clear. In here, it's a little bit different. Now there are a few factors to this. The first one is balance tuning. You're essentially just assembling your Beyblade to where it is the least shaky. So always make sure you balance. If you don't balance tune, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. Almost every time someone is not balance tuned, they can lose pretty bad. Now there are times, look, might go to Devil, I almost said Dynamite because I'm used to saying Dynamite. Might go to Devil, might go to Wind. To me, these things are pretty even. I feel personally, it edges more to Wind. Now you could say 50-50. I think that's fair. I have it like 55 Wind, 45 Dyna+F. Use whatever you're the most comfortable with, right? Whatever you're the most comfortable with, you use it. If you get more results with that, you get more results with that. Generally, to me, I think whatever I see is the most consistent is what I'll probably say is, because for the area that I play in my Toronto, in the Toronto competitive area, and on my testings, I always see Wind kind of just do a little bit more at the end. This is freaking wide, man. Look at it. Yeah, we're gonna just do another just to see. I'm pretty sure it still goes here, but one thing I wanted to show actually. I love this new illegal. Other than it being heavier, look at that. You see how it's still holding on? That's nice. I think the painted one does have a little bit more resistance. That's not a definitive statement. I just like that illegal from Trigger V2. But yeah, a lot of people forget about this whole thing with like bearing variants. It's like, and it's a weird thing because that's a very, very important thing that does matter. Like, even though I think bearing drift is better than bearing in general, if somebody has a better bearing on the original bearing, it could probably beat bearing drift, and I've seen this happen many times, so that is a very important factor we have to realize here. So it's going at it. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be Wind again. I'm not going to do 50 rounds just to demonstrate the point, oh, it's Wind. Oh, it's Wind. Okay, but now how can this win? Potentially high mode, maybe with 9. Maybe it's possible. True. I'm doing the purple L gear. I think it is my heaviest L gear. I haven't checked to verify, but whatever. Evil Bay, whatever, right? L gear does make a little bit of a difference now. At least on this one. On some other ones I tried, it was a little hard, but when you do this, this becomes a little bit more to edging around like Devil/Dynamite. L gear is a bit, I think, under which technically this is now 2 videos now, because now this is L gear is underrated, which it is. A lot of people think the sacrifice for high mode is bad, which in general high mode I think does get a pretty bad rep, but you can definitely win with stamina. Same spin stamina on high mode. I think it should go to the Devil here. Maybe I don't. Okay, that was when I didn't want to grab it and someone was going to say, oh, well, still spinning. There you go. Yeah, I can't control the movement of BDR, unfortunately. Because then after there's the whole thing with Vanish. It's Vanish, we have to see how that works out. I'm not too sure what really it's like what people also use for opposite. I think Vanish is still pretty useful on pure opposite spin stamina matchups. It does get eaten by quite a bit of stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, L gear's a little bit different how you tune it. Yeah, but this looks more balanced now. Or it should be. Okay, now I should probably win. Alright, what's gonna happen, man? Come on! Alrighty. This is getting really long now. Just demonstrate that FL can probably win. Oh, no. I had this winning before. What happened? Which are good. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Wasn't even a bit. I don't know. I had it winning before. It's shaking now, but I thought, I don't know. I could switch it again. Or maybe I just have like a really good win. I don't know. Maybe I just have like an S+ win. I don't know. Hell if I know. Okay, now it's gonna go to Devil. Now it's gonna go to Devil, or it should. Unless BDR shenanigans, this should go to Devil. Oy. This is like, okay. Of course, like BDR variants, I guess, but I did have it winning before. Swear to God. Come on, man, you gotta prove yourself to be the best. Okay, yeah. There you go. Well, now I have to prove it again. Because I didn't like all those. So you see how important balance tuning is? It's insanely important. I cannot stress how important it is. Probably one of the most important things in general is tuning your stuff. It's like attacks different, but stamina in bursts, dude, you got it. It is so vital to doing that because it makes the difference. Okay, now if it doesn't, this will make more sense. Okay, see, there you go. Let's try it again. If Wind wins again, like I'm telling you right now, it's a very tough opponent. I actually need to weigh them both now because I'm actually wondering. They should be relatively close in weight. But no man, there you go. Now you can see how close it really is. Okay, yeah, you see what it is? So it was still wind, I guess maybe if you like Oonga Boonga launch it, that just means like, oh, like crazy launch. Okay, 76.2 almost versus 76 point, like, yeah, barely any difference between each other, okay? Alrighty, Vanish versus Devil. But after we can compare that to Vanish versus Wind. And I guess to Devil with L-Gear. I don't know, usually this should just be a little bit close. I think I'm not going to do that many rounds on this one. I think just one round each just to see. It's either it edges to one or to draw. I think L-Gear is more guaranteed, which I'd probably say L-Gear makes the most amount of sense if you want to use it. It has good weight and weight distro that makes sense for Dynamite and Devil. So, any second now. Or maybe it's Dynamite. And I don't know. So, somebody won. I can't tell who it is. Okay, we're just gonna get it with L-Gear. I think it pretty much covers all the ground that we can. It's pretty fair to both of them. Wasn't like biased to one or the other so easily. I'd say it was pretty close, and you know, lo and behold, it was pretty close. Now we're just holding on this. Yeah, these ones take like the longest to do. It's a game of waiting. Any second now. Whoop, whoop. This one leans closer to Wind. So Wind again, I consider to be the best. Or the most consistent. Most consistent is better to say. And the red Wind that I'm using. I don't know about the blue one. I don't know if there's some difference between that one. I didn't see any difference. I just like using the red one. It's color preference. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Oh, maybe he's vanished. Nope. Both do the job. I think it's a little tougher when it's in low doing it, but whatever. Same spin. If it's normal with L-Gear, then after maybe this does a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Also, I guess while we're here, when we have the 3, because this is supposed to be the final thoughts section. Like against Guilty, this does the worst. This is more... Vanish is very tricky, because Vanish does not have... Lefts don't have that many cores to actually use that are really tight. It's a little bit harder to justify Vanish if you're trying to run it, but it probably goes like... I think Vanish is honestly dead last, because if it's against Guilty, like, it's more easy to burst against Guilty. But, yep, alrighty, that's about it. So, my recommendation? Wind. Wind all the way. Wind all the way. And this illegal, still pretty cool. Alrighty. That's about it for now.